こんにちは、ジャパニーズアーモのミサです。Hey guys, today I'm going to teach you how to use transitive and intransitive verbs in Japanese. Don't worry if you don't know what they mean, I will explain. So, when I was learning English, I always found the sentence, the computer broke, or it broke, weird. Because to me, it didn't sound like a full sentence. If someone said, the computer broke, I always thought, the computer broke what? Or when someone said, it broke, I was like, it broke what? The reason why I found that sentence weird is because in Japanese we use different verbs for it broke and someone broke. So depending on whether there is a subject, so like someone to break the thing or not, we use a different verb. So when you want to say I broke the computer, so the fact that I broke is kind of important. Then we'd say パソコンを壊しました。パソコンを壊しました。I can also add the word 私, which we generally omit, but if that's the most important information in that sentence, like I'm the one who broke the computer, like when someone asks who broke it, then I would say 私がパソコンを壊しました。私がパソコンを壊しました。So if you have watched my video on the differences between the wa particle and the ga particle, you remember that we want to use the ga particle to clarify who did the action, right? So 私がパソコンを and then I use the verb 壊しました。But the dictionary form of 壊しました is 壊す、壊す. And this means to break. So when you want to say who broke it, you always have to use this verb, 壊す. The informal past tense would be 壊した. But when you want to say it broke, so you don't want to say who broke it. Maybe nobody did anything. Maybe it just broke. Or maybe it's not because of anyone, but maybe because of wind, the earthquake, or someone farted and that broke something. Then technically the person who farted would be the person who broke it, so maybe not. So anyway, something that people can't control. Technically, some people can't control farting, but still. Anyway, so like wind, you want to use a different verb. So when you want to say the computer broke, we would say パソコンが壊れました。パソコンが壊れました。So パソコン here is the subject. The subject doesn't have to be a person. And then 壊れました. The dictionary form is 壊れる。壊れる. So, do you remember when I broke the computer, I said 私がパソコンを壊しました. So, 壊しました is when someone broke something, and 壊れました is when you want to say it broke without saying who broke it. So, the dictionary forms of these two verbs are very similar, right? 壊す when someone breaks it, and 壊れる when something breaks. 壊す、壊れる. And the kanji is the same too. A verb like 壊す is called a transitive verb. The transitive verbs are verbs that take a direct object. So usually when there is a transitive verb in the sentence, there is a subject and also an object. Not always, because you can omit them, right? Sometimes you might omit this subject, especially if you're talking about I. Like we don't always like to say 私は unless we have to clarify who did it, right? So when someone asks me what I did today, I don't have to say I broke the computer. I just want to say I broke the computer. Then I wouldn't say 私は. I'd say パソコンを壊しました. But there might be a time where you omit the subject. So for example, my friend sees that my computer is broken, but I didn't mention her that I broke it. I could just say 私が壊した. I broke it. Like in English, you didn't say I broke the computer when we obviously know what we are talking about. You'd say I broke it. For the same reason, we don't have to repeat the word パソコンを. You could just say 私が壊しました. So although the transitive verbs take a direct object, it doesn't mean there will always be an object in that sentence. But remember that the transitive verbs can have an object. So blah blah or transitive verb. This is a very common sentence. Whilst 壊れる, the verb that I used for a sentence, it broke, like the computer broke. パソコンが壊れました. 壊れる is an intransitive verb. 壊れる. So intransitive verbs can never have object or in front of the verb. 壊れる is an intransitive verb, but there are lots of intransitive verbs. For example, the verb to sleep, 寝る is easier to understand. So 寝る cannot have an object. It's the same in English. You can't say I sleep something. You always just say I sleep, I slept. Some people might be thinking, but you can say I slept with someone. But this with someone, this is not an object. For example, in a sentence, I eat sushi. Sushi is an object, whilst I eat sushi with chopsticks. With chopsticks, that's not an object. Because if you called chopsticks an object in that sentence, that would mean you'd be eating those chopsticks. Because an object is something that is directly affected by the verb. Yeah, to sleep, 寝る, this is an intransitive verb. So basically any verbs that cannot have an object is an intransitive verb. You can always try to put the word what after the verb. So like if you put what after the verb sleep, it doesn't really make sense, right? I sleep what. So that means that's an intransitive verb. Yeah, so intransitive verbs cannot have an object, but you might be still thinking, can we not just say パソコンを壊しました without 私は? Wouldn't it just mean the computer broke because you're not showing the subject? So isn't it the same thing as パソコンが壊れました? Not exactly. When you say パソコンを壊しました, you're always implying that someone broke it. Whilst when you say パソコンが壊れました, the intransitive sentence, it really doesn't imply who broke it, or it doesn't even matter who broke it. So for example, the lights turned off. Sometimes it doesn't matter who turned the light off, right? Let's say you're in school and all of a sudden the lights turned off. In that situation, you'd say 電気が消えた. 電気が消えた. Informally and formally, 電気が消えました. 電気が消えました. So we use the verb 消える, which is the intransitive verb. Something が消える means something turns off or something disappears. If you use the transitive version of this verb, 消す, 消す, like 電気を消した, 電気を消した, informally and formally, 電気を消しました, 電気を消しました. It sounds like I turned the light off, because when there is no object, people usually assume that you're talking about yourself. But you don't want to say that if you didn't turn the light off. And also, maybe everyone knows who turned the light off. It's probably the janitor. Like everyone knows that janitor is the one who turns the light off. But you don't have to say the janitor turned the light off. Like you just want to say, oh, the lights are off. So unless you want to actually talk about what janitor did, or you want to say who turned the light off, don't use the transitive verb, but use the intransitive verb to focus on what happened. So 消える, the intransitive verb, and 消す, the transitive verb, they again share the same kanji and also they sound similar, right? So this is why it's quite hard for learners to memorize which is which. Unfortunately, you have to just memorize. But, it's kind of hard to just sit down and look at two verbs, be like, okay, this is the intransitive, this is the transitive. That's very hard. So it's usually best to remember them in the sentence. Don't just look at the verb 消す and try to think, this is transitive. You want to actually remember a sentence, 電気を消す, and then you can later change 電気 into other words. Always try to remember those verbs in a sentence. So they are a pair. 壊す and 壊れる, 消す and 消える are a pair as well. But not all verbs are like that, obviously. There are quite a few verbs like that, but not all of them. So like the verb 食べる is just a transitive verb. You always say something を食べる. We don't have an intransitive verb of 食べる. So let's look at more examples. So we had something が消える, something turns off or goes off, and something を消す, someone turns something off. The opposite would be to turn something on. So 消す is the transitive verb. You say something を消す. Someone turns something off. When you want to say I turn on the light, I would use the verb つける. つける. Again, you can put the subject and then object when we use a transitive verb つける, right? So you'd say subject は object をつける. So for example, I turn the light on. You can say light をつける in the past tense. You can again put the word 私は or 私が, but generally we omit unless someone asks who turned the light on, right? And then I'd say 私が light をつける in the past tense. If you say 私は instead of 私が, it's just describing what I did. So it's not putting any emphasis on the word I. So it's a bit pointless. So we wouldn't say 私は. So light, we say 電気. 電気. So 電気をつける in the past tense. Informally, you say つけた, right? And formally, つけました. つけました. So the whole sentence, 電気をつけた or 電気をつけました, right? And again, if you want to put an emphasis on the fact that I turned the light on, I would say 私が電気をつけました. 私が電気をつけました. It doesn't have to be about me. If we are talking about Ted, we would say テッドが電気をつけました. Then I was like, Ted is the one who turned the light on. But if you say テッドは電気をつけました, it's just describing what Ted did. So like someone says, Ted hasn't done anything for us. But I want to say, he turned the light on. We would say, テッドは電気をつけたよ. テッドは電気をつけたよ. So describing what Ted did. So つける is the transitive verb, the verb that takes a direct object. And now we want the intransitive version of つける. So when you want to say the light turned on, you'd use the verb つく. つく. So something をつける, and this one is something がつく. No object here, okay? Something がつく. The light turned on, we say 電気がつく in the past tense. ついた. ついた informally, and つきました formally. 電気がついた. 電気がつきました. So here, who did this action is not important. So I've already used the transitive version of the verb to open, which is 開ける in many videos. Like when you want to say, please open the window, we'd say 窓を開けてください. Right? 窓を開けてください. 開けて is the te form of the verb. 開ける the transitive version of to open, right? But 開ける, like I said, is a transitive verb, so we can't use it for the sentence the door opened by itself. For that one, we have to use the verb 開く, 開く. So when you want to say something opened, either by itself or you just don't think it's necessary to say who opened it, we use 開く, right? 開く. So something が開く, something opens, and something を開ける, someone opens something. So ドアを開ける, I open the door. What about the door opens? ドアが開く, ドアが開く. Remember, we can't use the お particle here. We can't say ドアを開く because 開くjust means something opens, not to open something. So the door opens, ドアが開く. And the past tense, ドアが. So if you're trying to do informally, do you remember the past tense for the ku ending? Because everyone forgets how to change the ku ending verb into its te form. For example, to write 書く becomes 書いて for the te form, and the past tense is 書いた. So 開く becomes 開いた, 開いた opened informally. Formally, 開きました, 開きました. So ドアが開いた means the door opened, right? But if you want to say the door opened because of the wind, you'd say 風でドアが開いた. 風でドアが開いた. You can obviously say ドアが風で開いた. But the reason why I put 風で at the beginning is because we generally put the word that's important in the sentence at the beginning. So the Japanese word order is usually like subject, time, place, object, the verb, right? But you can change the word order as long as the verb is at the end. So you can put whatever you think is important for that sentence at the beginning. So, 風でドアが開いた. Because of the wind, it opened. So for example, someone says, 勝手にドアが開いた. 勝手にドアが開いた. 怖い. I'm scared. The door opened by itself. But you want to be like, come on, it's just the wind. You could say, 風で開いたんだよ. 風で開いたんだよ. So again, I haven't made a lesson on this nda. I know I keep saying this, I will, but I have mentioned how to use nda quite a few times. But anyway, nda is used when you want to explain. So you're trying to explain that it's just the wind. So 風で開いたんだよ. We put yo when we give new information or advice. Obviously you don't know, but it opened because of the wind. 風で開いたんだよ. By the way, when you want to say something is open, for example, the store is open, you want to change the intransitive verb 開く into its ている form. So do you remember when we say ている, it usually means to be doing something right now. Present progressive form, like I'm speaking right now, right? I would say 話している. More informally, we omit い, like 話してる, 話してる, right? So if we change the transitive verb 開ける, like something を開ける to open something, it becomes 開けている, 開けている. This would mean I'm opening something right now. So it doesn't mean to be open. So be careful. If you change the transitive verb, it usually means that you're doing something right now. Whilst if you change the intransitive verbs, like if you say 空いている, it indicates the state after the action has taken place. So 空いている means it opened and it's been open. It just shows the state. So when you say the store is open, you can say お店が開いている. Informally and formally. お店が開いています。お店が開いています。Don't say 開けています here because it would mean I'm opening. Worse, if you say お店が開けています, if you kept the が particle there, that would mean the store is opening something. Like the store is opening me. But we are not speaking Russian, so we don't want to say the store opens me. We want to say the store is open, right? So we say お店が開いています. So we can do the same for other intransitive verbs that we had, like to close. Do you remember how we say to close, both transitive and intransitive? When you want to say I close something, we say something を閉める. 閉める. Both 開ける and 閉める have ed ending when there is an object. It doesn't mean that all ed ending verbs are the transitive verb, unfortunately, but you can remember it like that. The intransitive verb of the verb to close, something closes. Something が閉まる. 閉まる. So when you want to say it's closed, you want to say something が閉まっている. Something が閉まっている. So 銀行がもう閉まっている. It means the bank is already closed. If you use the transitive verb 閉める and say 閉めている, that means they are closing it now. Like this. 閉めている. Well, 閉まっている is already closed, and we're just describing the state of the bank. Or we had the verb to turn off and to turn on. To turn on, do you remember? The transitive verb, when you want to say I turn the light on, we use the verb something をつける, right? つける. So つけている means I'm turning it on right now. Whilst the intransitive verb, it turns on, we say something がつく. So 電気がついている. 電気がついている. It means the light is on. You might have thought we use the words like 上, which means above or on or top, right? We don't use that. We have to actually conjugate the verb to turn on to say to be on. ついている. ついています. So 電気がついています. 電気がついています. The opposite, when you turn something off, you say something を消す. 消す. And something turns off. 消える. 消える. So it's both K sound, but unfortunately 消す and 消える not as similar as つける and つく. Something を消している means I'm deleting something right now, or I'm erasing something right now. If you're using an eraser and erasing it right now, you say 消している, 消している. But you just want to say the light is off. You'd change the verb 消える. So 消えている. 電気が消えている or 電気が消えています. 電気が消えています. And the verbs to break, the verbs that we had right at the beginning. When I break something, we say something を壊す, 壊す. And when something breaks, we say something が壊れる, 壊れる. So I broke my cell phone. You'd say 携帯を壊した or 携帯を壊しました. But when you want to say the phone broke, we say 携帯が壊れた. 携帯が壊れました. But now we want to say my phone is broken. The phone broke and it's been like that for a while. 携帯が壊れています. 携帯が壊れています. Or informally, 携帯が壊れてる. 携帯が壊れてる. Remember, if we change the transitive form instead, 壊している, it would mean I'm breaking it right now. I'm destroying it right now. If someone says 携帯を壊している, I probably think, I should probably stay away from you. Alright, let's look at a few more verbs. So the verbs we had so far, like 壊れる, 壊す, both would mean to break in English. 開ける, 開く, both mean to open. 閉まる, 閉める, to close. つく, つける, 消える, 消す, to turn off. But there are a few verbs that are a pair, but would have different meanings in English. So for example, 落とす, 落とす means to drop, and this is the transitive verb, 落とす, because you say you drop what, right? Something を落とす. For example, iPhone を落としちゃった. iPhone を落としちゃった. I dropped my iPhone. And I regret it because ちゃった implies that you regret your own action, right? But this verb's brother, the intransitive verb, would be 落ちる, 落ちる, and it would mean to fall, which makes sense, right? To drop and to fall. So something を落とす and something が落ちる. But this verb 落ちる is used when you fall down from a high place. So when you fall down stairs, you can use this verb. 階段から落ちた. 階段から落ちた. Or when you fell off a cliff, for example, you can also say 崖から落ちた. 崖から落ちた. But when you fell down, like on the street, for example, you're just wearing high heels and like, that is 転ぶ, 転ぶ. So, 転んだ. So if you say 落ちた, it sounds like, it's a bit more serious because there would be height. 落ちる is like, like that. Whereas 転ぶis 落ちる also is used when you fail exams, especially when students talk about university entrance exams. Like we say 試験に落ちた. 試験に落ちた. So because the verb 落ちる can imply to fail exams, you're not meant to use the word 落ちる around the students when it's near the exam time. People just generally believe that if you say the word or if you actually fall, it's a bad sign. Japanese people can be a bit superstitious. Try not to talk about falling down around students when you know that they're going to take exams. Yeah, anyway, 落とす to drop and 落ちる to fall. So if someone drops a wallet, for example, you can say 財布を落としましたよ. 財布を落としましたよ. Or just 落としましたよ if you want to give it to them. Someone drops the wallet and then you pick it up for them and then you can say 落としましたよ. You drop this. 落としましたよ. You can say 落ちましたよ too, but generally it's more common to say 落としましたよ. You drop this. Or if you want to say, oh, I dropped my phone, you can say 携帯を落としちゃった. Again, you can say 携帯が落ちた too. For example, you put your phone on the edge of the table, for example, and then it just fell, then yeah, you can say, 携帯が落ちた. But when you lost something, you use the verb なくす, right? なくす something をなくす. So this is transitive verb. So 携帯をなくしちゃった. 携帯をなくしてしまいました. I lost my phone. But there is an intransitive form of this verb as well, which is なくなる. なくなる. You say something がなくなる. Something がなくなる. So if you say 携帯がなくなった, then it's like my phone is missing. I don't know the cause. Maybe someone stole it. 携帯がなくなった or just magically gone. 携帯なくした is like I blame myself as well. So なくなる means something goes missing, an object. When someone goes missing, like when someone disappears, you say いなくなる. Like いる? いなくなる. So 子供がいなくなった. 子供がいなくなった. My child is missing. My kid is not here. Alright, next. When you put something in, we say something を入れる. 入れる. For example, I put candy in a bag. You say お菓子を袋に入れる. お菓子を袋に入れる. お袋にお菓子を入れる. Both word order is fine. And this is transitive verb. But the intransitive verb, so they'd share the same kanji. The intransitive verb would be 入る. 入る. So 入る means to enter. So both words implying something or someone going inside, right? を入れる. Someone が入る. So for both verbs, you want to use the ni particle to indicate where it's going in. So something に入れる and also something に入る or somewhere に入る. So I enter the building. You say 建物に入る. 建物に入る. We use this 入る for taking a bath too, because like you're getting in a bath, right? So getting inside the bath. So お風呂に入る. お風呂に入る. So if you change the intransitive verb into its ている form, you would describe the state after the action has taken place. So if you change 入る, the intransitive verb to enter, into ている form, 入っている would mean you have gone inside and currently you're staying there. 入っている. So for example, I'm taking a bath right now, like I'm in the bath right now. You say お風呂に入っている. お風呂に入っている. So if your phone is waterproof and someone says 今何してる? You can say お風呂に入っている. お風呂に入ってる. Alright, the opposite. When you take something out, you say something を出す. 出す. So 入れる, 出す. So for example, タンスから服を出す. タンスから服を出す. or カバンから銃を出す. カバンから銃を出す. 怖いね。のカバンから財布を出す. カバンから財布を出す. If you change 出す into its deaf form, 出して, that's like get me out of here. 出して. So ここから出して。ここから出して。It's the same for the 入れる. 入れる usually means to put something in. But if you say 入れて, then that means put it in or put me into that place. 入れる means to let someone join, and 入る means to join or to participate as well. Like クラブに入る to join a club. So if you want to say let me join your club, you can say クラブに入れて, クラブに入れて. But anyway, 出す 出して get me out of here 出す to take something out was the intransitive verb would be 出る and that means to come out or to leave. So enter is 入る and leave is 出る. So I said you can use the verb 入る for taking a bath. When you get out of the bath, you can say お風呂から出るお風呂から出る If you want to say like when can we leave, you can say いつ出れる informally. You can also say いつ出られる出れる is more informal because if you get rid of ら from the potential form, it's more informal, right? 出れる or 出られる出る also mean to appear, for example, on TV. So if you say someone がテレビに出ている then that means someone is on TV. Alright, so there are lots more intransitive and transitive verbs that you should remember, but the video is getting longer, so I'll make the part 2 for those verbs. And also I'll explain the differences between ている and てある in the next video. And we'll also learn the differences between, for example, 立った and 立てられた. 立った is the past tense of an intransitive verb and 立てられた is the passive form. So I'll try to upload the next video as soon as possible, but to get the notification, please click the bell button to get the notification. And if you could support me on Patreon, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. じゃあまたね。バイバイ。